Okay. So what am I doing? What am I doing? I am fixing the static assets, which it looks like I already did. But
I've seen Roadhouse 30 times. Instead of the dialogue, I've memorized the fights.
okay, so should that be so weird that there's going to be a static and a public? Oh. Okay, so can I do that? With these two guys. Okay. So why does this not... I guess I don't need this stuff anymore. So this can all go. And then this can go.
Well, the spare's flat and my back is tight from tossing and turning, losing sleep at night over loose bones and rocky roads, and the thought of my baby stranded in the cold. I don't have any money to pay for a set of new clothes and all day, and I still owe my bookie at least a couple grand. And if I don't pay, so she said she'll
Right. And then how do I get this?
I promise one day I'm gonna try you by you. Everything that you want. Just know right now, no, I can't buy the ring right now.
Okay.
Before you go curse me, think of the old Elvis song, something about fools rushing in. Hold it tight.
Okay, so I need this protected. Okay, so let's start like so.
This song doesn't make you wanna up and leave now because my stacks are small.
That.
Got few leads on potential fixes and many of them.
Okay, so there's a link to home and a link to sign in, which will go away.
Containers as for caviar.
And then,
Drink the liquor on the very top shelf. Never
where's the border?
treat yourself. Oh baby, you want a fancy car like a Lambo or a Fisker or a Jaguar? Well, I probably know a guy who could cut a deal, put in crocodile seats and diamond steering wheel. But I hope you know that's not happening now. Below that could live into a few years out.
Where's my tailwind?
But if it will keep you from leaving me, I promise one day I'm gonna try and buy you that diamond ring.
Underline. Okay. Where is it getting? So export const route, import. Oh, wait, why is that called route component? Maybe there's some magic here where this needs to be.
Well, somebody said you had a new friend.
Yo, what you making? It is
He loved you
a
better.
web app. It's gonna be a few things, like resource planning. Hello. I'm just trying to I'm revisiting React. I've not really enjoyed front-end development for a long time, and I'm trying to be super conservative about what I'm bringing in. And this seems okay, but so I just had to switch from Parcel to Vite, and I don't know. I feel like it's really easy to get in the weeds. This isn't really a thing anymore, but Babel was the first example of this, where you do transpilation. I mean, I'm doing transpilation. I'm using TypeScript. But I don't know, man. There's a lot of stuff that I feel like I don't need, and you just have to accept with modern web development. And then there's weird things. Like right now, there's some issue with the route that I'm using, and I wonder if it's this. It's not. Oh my god, it changes it there, right? So this route should work, because I thought it was hyphens. But for some reason I get an argument error, even though this works. So there's just kind of mismatches everywhere. Why do I get an error? But I don't get an error with this. And there's no obvious way to like fix this, right? Because now we're in super AI mode. So like quick fix is using Copilot, but if I do this, it like doesn't really. It's not a valid key, which means it doesn't have one of its keys. You would think, right? Like there's not very explicit. So with file-based routing here, it doesn't use anything explicitly. It looks at the mapping of the files. And even like you saw it, I don't know if you saw it, but like if I change this file name, I don't know what's doing this. But if I do sign underscore in, it's actually going to change on line 3 that route. Like it, something, no idea what, something is keeping track of this. That feels like too smart. And I was using Express before, and you would just have Express routers and you would include them, and it's very explicit. This is like fancy, and it may be too fancy because I knew there was going to be an issue with like hyphenated routes. But I don't know what. So this is like just making stuff up. This is definitely hallucinating. It's assuming there's some like, but this is like auto-generated. So there's this route tree gen, and what it's saying is there's probably, like this is the explicit stuff, but this is auto-generated by whatever I'm using, TanStack. It's not smart enough to try and be as smart as it is, because I don't get about. I deleted about. Oh no, I didn't. Well, let's delete about. And then this should. I don't know when this generates this actually. How did I originally generate that guy? Yeah, because this is just doing V, so. Workspace. Is that how to do it? Yeah. Okay, so I wonder if that fixed it. No, it didn't. And this route tree still has about. So something's wrong. Like. Or there's something specifying these routes, but like I didn't actually specify them. So these only have links. So if it was doing something fancy there, it would only have the root folder and sign in. Index just has nothing. Sign in is the sign in. Main has a route tree, and it's getting it from the generated route tree. And that's pretty much it. And then it's just registering a router, which is getting from creating the router here. And I don't even know what this. So all of that. Okay, so let's maybe look at quick start again. Or maybe an index.html. No, this is just. Yeah, very weird. So like this is where I'm assuming things are going to work. So all of these are like single named files, and then this one has like interesting routing. Route matching. Where are these in this? Oh, it's not in order. So route matching. Okay, so let's take a look at row matching. This is probably consistent and predictable. Index, static, dynamic, splat, wildcard. Okay. Oh, what's that? Is that what I need to do? See, this one's crazy. So that one works, but this one is because it just resolves to hyphens. Not a route. Matches star. Okay, so this is like a regex. Oh, is this... Is it that a regex isn't mapping? Because that is like a regex character. It's like a range character. It's going from N to I. I don't know. Okay, the benefits. While directories have long been used to represent route hierarchy. Okay. Chaining. File-based routing introduces the dot character. Route nesting. Directories. Flat routing. I don't know why you would ever want to use flat routing. And then whatever, so there's a mix. With Vite. If a project is convinced, okay. Configuration, routes directory, source routes, generated route tree, quote style. Oh, is it the quote style? Don't tell me that. It's, okay, wait. No, thank God. Okay, where am I? Installation with Vite? How do I get past virtual file routes? So dashboard invoices. So is that truly what I need to do here? Or is it dot? No. I have that. You would expect that to be the case, right? Or are you saying here? So this is the URL. Like this is the route path. That's what this is doing. So if I did like food, I actually don't even think I can change it. If I change it, it's going to change the file name. All right, let's see. I mean, it's saying I can't use that, but yeah, so I can't use that. Somehow this still routes. Like, I don't know what this is. But the reason it's saying it can't find it is if you look at the auto completion, like, it's just not even regenerated. Actually, I wonder if I go into and then do, maybe there's an error. No, there's no error, so I have no idea. Because it's this guy, and this guy, for whatever reason, still has about, even though I've deleted the file. So the only other thing I can think of is I can just delete this file. And I don't like that. I don't like the idea that I have to delete a generated file. Like, that works. That's crazy. So now I have no error. That's kind of wild. Is it really that like I see all these things you can read about, and when I think about what I'm reading, am I reading anything about what this thing does, or am I reading like the 26 different ways I can use other systems? Like, what does this give me, right? Like, if I used just components, I would have to have some like router at the top which would look at the path name, and I guess the only complexity here that this helps out with is parameters in the URL or in the path or in the query string rather. But like, how many lines of code is this library and all this other stuff that I do? Like, why are there so many options in how to do the exact same thing? Code-based routing. If you're using file-based routing, skip this guy. So this is like the more explicit way to do it, right? So here you say like the about route is create a route. Parent route, you just have to kind of pass in a tree, and then you say where the path is. And then this is like super explicit. This is not super explicit, and as long as this gets generated, and presumably if this gets generated accurately, then everything's good. But this guy is not getting generated accurately. Maybe this will tell me. So, Vite. What's this quick start? So the config has, that's fine, that's what I have. What's the package.json? So it's all just Vite, or I don't know how to say this. Vite, Vite, port 3000. So that all looks fine. Okay. Tailwind config. Oh, interesting. I don't even know if I need that. I feel like it's already doing the right thing. Yeah, okay, whatever. We've solved the problem. Let's move on. Oh yeah, and then what is this? It's the only other thing I needed. Or maybe I don't even need it yet. Okay, so back to the application. So we've got sign in. I need the ref. And that's the only thing I don't know how to do. How do you put configuration into the... Okay, so it's using import meta env, but I don't want... I want to handle that in one place. So I think I want a new file called config. And interface. Cool, and then export. Okay, and I've already started to go down in less than ideal path. Okay, so let's get rid of all these. So route tree, a router instance, register the router for type safety. Okay, get element by ID. Okay. create the route, render strict mode, and then router provider. And the router is the auto-generated router. Okay, so that's fine. Where do I pass in configuration? It started, okay. Outlet is the child route, okay. And then so how do you handle context? Is that what I think I remember it saying? Okay. Context that is specific to a route which is inherited by all child nodes. Like, is this not props? I just don't know how to pass props to a router provider.
Stupid is stupid does. Does that make me the dumbest one?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'll be a schmuck for a night and a goof for a while.
Is this like the feature section? Yeah, it is. So where is... There it is, using route context. And now I'm in the sunlight for whatever reason. Okay, so route, create file route. Okay. Before load, okay, so you have your like data fetching here. And then a loader gets the posts. And then it shows you the result. That's so random. I was not expecting the context to be like, I mean, I'm not even seeing context. I'm seeing a life cycle event, like a load event, which is called loader instead of load for some reason. And then a before load, which implies that it's before lifecycle event called load, except there isn't a load lifecycle event. There's a loader. I don't know why things that could be consistent are so inconsistent. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it. Search params and loaders. Now I'm in loaders. Where did route context go? Is this all I get? I get a paragraph? Like, how do I put my app config at the top and then propagate it down? I don't understand what this has to do with what it's saying. It's saying, like, you can pass themes down.
Big news. I had a great idea. I know you were talking about that one song, what you call a hack of the year or something.
Oh, it's not even... It's saying passing down global context to your router is great, but what if you want to do something other than what the heading is?
That way, if it's good,
This is where before look. Oh my god. Am I in a... The other thing... Okay, I'm going to go back to where I was. The other thing is, I don't know where I am. Okay, so I'm in data loading. But, like... It's hard to tell. Now I don't know where I am, right? Like... there needs to be a clearer way to indicate, like put it in the middle of the screen or in the sidebar and make it not like neon green. There's so many random colors. Like this is blue. I don't need to see React. Presumably, if I pick the like if I go to solid, it's just gonna be solid everywhere. So little things like this. What is perfect is doing the small things right. There's some saying like that you can find on a magnet somewhere. But like there's little things that aren't being done right in the design of the thing that I use to understand this. So if you're not doing those little things right, you're probably not doing the little things right in your app either. Okay, so I'm at the top of data loading. Common, blah, 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 get server side. None of this is what I care about. And the other problem too, I also empathize greatly with people who write documentation, because now you got to handle every possible scenario. Why are we talking about like server side rendering and I can't even remember what this is, but the acronym for caching? Like, what are you talking about when you say data loading? Like, what's being discussed here? Every time a URL history update is detected, now we're talking about like history. So we're talking about like the event cycle of browsing pages. Route matching top down, whatever this is, before load, route loading, to route or cache or not to, like now caching. I haven't even gotten to the basics of how do I load data and like static data versus dynamic data. Like it's just, and then on here, I'm at the, okay. Router cache. No. So maybe this is like giving me hooks, right? Like the React, like I can. Okay, I will try and read this when I get back. I'll be right back.
Such a bore. I saw the truth and I just can't ignore. You're trying to hold the heart that you once told. Say I tried to give my best before. You wouldn't have the chance to give me more. You're only one step closer to the door. Baby, if you let me be your lover. Maybe if you tried, then I would not bother telling me that basically you're not looking out for me. And everything is true to me, and never was where you would see it. Baby, if you let me be your lover. Maybe if you tried, then I would not bother. I've been hating everything
think that's the take. Wanna listen back to that?
In my view, rock and roll killed the country star right when long-haired Lou started smashing guitars up upon the stage. But I won't pretend that Ira Louvin didn't do the same with a mandolin. Oh yeah, Satan's real, isn't it? Rock and roll, my friends. But I swear to God, I won't let it fade as long as I can play guitar. And these three chords are drenched with the truth like mud on a boot. I'll keep walking the floor till there ain't no more rock and roll fans on the internet. First I gotta find a publisher, a distributor, someone to ensure that the songs get heard, a PRO and a studio to record a few demos before I hit the road on a radio tour all across the land where the DJs and I act like we're famous friends in hopes that they'll play the song someday to keep rock and roll music off the airwaves. So rock and roll killed the country star. I don't want to live in a world where George Jones is some second fiddle and Barbara Mandrell, she might as well never opened up that Fontanelle. If all anyone cares for our degenerate bands in their tight leather pants and no leopard print, where are the snappy dressers and sequin suits? If no one steps up, I'll be the one to do it. But first I gotta go to Music Row, somehow book a show without any of my songs on the radio. And I'll get a band, a 50-passenger van, and if my agent comes through, maybe I'll get to pay them in hopes that... Oh, come on now. That's it. Check this out. Welcome back. Stupid as stupid does. Does that make me the dumbest one of all time? And I'll be a schmuck for a night and a goof for a while. I'm the hack of the year like a little badge of honor, 'cause nobody ever loved to know it all. So I'll be the greatest half when it's lowest
Okay. What was I doing? Trying to figure out how to get. Right, so maybe I don't even use. Okay, maybe this was it. Okay. So what does this do?
Dale, it's Terry. Listen, big news. I had a great idea. I know you were talking about that one song, what you call like Hack of the Year.
Oh,
or
I don't
something.
think this
Well,
is.
I just had a stroke of genius in the movies earlier. Listen, call the record Hack of the Year. That way, if it's good, you're being clever, and that way, if it's bad, people think you did it on purpose. All right, now, call me back here in a second. Thanks, Terry.
Maybe this is it. Okay. What is document head management? Oh. Interesting. How am I here? I thought I went through context in like a bunch of other places. What is this? Okay. Apply name pass through the router down to each matching route. Each route in the hierarchy, the context can be modified. Or okay, great. So typed router context. Oh, I see. Okay, and then you pass the context in. And the component. Okay, so what do I have? So I've got a router provider. The first route is what, root? Yeah. Or that's root route. Oh, context is part of this though. And I can probably pass it. Okay, so then what if I do this? Okay, and then somehow I have to pass that in here. So what is this? Create root context. I don't know, there's like 6 different parameters or type generics. Options, root, route, options. Oh, component. Okay, so then can I pass in? Right. Why is this saying? Is this like AI? Oh, okay, so I could do props all the way down. Or I can't, because this has an outlet.
That you ever hear before you show your beat.
So this is the head and the meta, so that's whatever, that doesn't matter.
When you weren't and gotta say
And then this is the root component, which is root document.
take it personally. I'm just telling
And root document.
it is.
Oh, interesting. So you can do all of this
Make you think that you're a business.
without an index.html file.
Think you are, I am not born above your age. And so don't build your high horse too far from the ground.
Route, use loader data. Loader, async account. Create oh, I don't want server functions. How is any of this like happening? I just want you to compile normal front end code.
I got a lot to do, but I'll do anything. Don't wanna do a single freaking thing.
And how are there so many different?
Easy it may be, and now and then it's fun to pretend that the jet set scene is what I'm into. But sometimes living high on the hog is enough to make
How are there so many different contexts?
do I want.
Where's the API? There it is.
It's a
Router.
simple question, can't
Create root route. Oh, with context?
die before I
Yeah, okay.
wake. At least I won't have to do anything.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
But there'll be days where I can't find that spark. A young man idles while in no man grieves.
Where do I create the router? Name?
I'll just sit here and not do
Yeah. Okay. So then it's interesting that this holds the context. I guess that's fine.
Well, howdy, folks. Dale Hollow, your favorite country music superstar, trademark pending, speaking. Have you found yourself in a go world, shopping until you can't drop in this super
Okay.
Walmart week
So
of all
that's good. And then I can pass the configuration in here.
Any lemon,
And
let yours
then
truly
like
tell you,
that can be
there won't be nearly
configuration.
enough pulp to make lemonade. But with the food metaphor out of the way, remember this. The great Gary LaFox
Okay,
once
that's
said,
pretty
"Life
good. Now how do I
is a
access
highway."
that?
And if you want to do it anyway, then do it yours truly's way. By not
Does it
doing a
tell
gosh
me
darn
how to
single dang
access that?
freaking thing. That's right, y'all.
Where
I'm
am I?
saying not
I'm
doing
in-
anything.
I'm in some
You'll
new
feel your
place.
anxiety slip
There is no
right
like left
straight
side.
on down the gutter and spat out into the figurative Cumberland River of all that is gross and icky. Now, doesn't that sound just nasty? Well, skip the sick and stick with yours truly and do nothing.
I've never been above working hard. And there'll be days when I can't find that spark. A young
Okay.
man idles while in
So
man grieves. And I'll just sit here and not do anything.
So can I, oh. So the router is there. Whatever this thing is. So can I just put it here? How do I access the context? There was some. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so that's cool. So that's what I did. Invalidate the context. Okay, so there's like a use state. Okay, so let's try loader.
Tie 'em up and dress 'em down. And prove to everyone that I'm not messing around. And show 'em how vicious bomb.
Okay, so that loads the context.
Hide behind the smile and otherwise just glows. I'm gonna beat it through their skulls that I'm a lover, but I'll still fight. Whoever makes my baby cry is gonna lose some teeth tonight.
Oh, okay, so let me try that. And then, how do I access that? Or is like just a full example?
And I've seen Roadhouse 112 times. Instead of the dialogue, I've memorized the fights. So go ahead and bust a glass. I'll even give you one free swing, but then I'll beat your ass.
Okay.
'Cause it's my way or the highway. 'Cause I'm a lover, but I still fight.
Oh,
Whoever makes my baby cry.
how is this getting context?
So put your dukes up or head on home. I'd hate for you to
I would love it if they just, okay, so data loading.
even more.
So you have the loader.
And I'll fight you.
Oh, okay, so route use loader data. Okay. Why can't I do that? Operator. What operator? What are you talking about?
'Cause I'm a lover, but I'll still fight.
Oh, because I'm using.
Makes my
see. Okay, and then okay, cool. So,
Right now.
and then I can just take what I want out of the context, I guess. But then why not just pass it through props?
All dressed up and nowhere to.
Okay, so then
Headed to hell.
we'll call this context.
Gasoline drones. Well, I don't know what I've been told, but I'll tell you something that I wish I'd known. They're only words unless they're true.
Okay,
And I should
get rid of this guy.
lie to you. But please tell me what you would say when the IRS finds your tax haven on the shores of the Seychelles or somewhere nice like Curacao.
Why wouldn't that work though?
Bought me a
Is it because it's void? Yeah.
now I'm up the
Okay.
creek without propulsion. I ain't no wolf in the corporate league.
So if I think about that, what am I getting? I'm just getting the ability not to put it in like a hierarchy.
So if I say I'm sorry for involving you,
But I don't know if that matters too much.
I'll have to pay my bill.
I guess it, yeah, I guess it is useful because some components in the tree maybe not. I actually don't know because like even if it, oh yeah, they wouldn't propagate. You know what's weird though? If you go through a non TANstack router component, I guess it will maintain, just like all of these do, the context. So, okay, that's cool. So, what do I want to do here? I don't want to use the context here. I just want to have access to it. And I need the link. Okay, so let's add this now. Now that we've done all this. So, what's the environment variable? It's, yeah, let me find out what it was. Can't remember. API origin. Is that what I want? No, I want Google. Okay, so meet Google. URL. Or I can say path, I guess. And the path is slash. Maybe I don't need it. I just need API origin. Okay, and I already have that. So, is that truly what I need? What do I need here? I'm using it in sign-in. I don't have this sign-in URL, so I need that from context, which means and I need like the class name.
Gary Cooper, Chuck Connors, James Stewart, James Connors, Steve McQueen, Henry Fonda, Paul Newman,
I would like it to be like this, actually. So how can I do it this way? And I would like those to be passed in too, actually. So how do I do that? Main.tsx. No, it's in route somewhere. Where is it though? Yeah, so one of the problems is I don't know how props get populated. Outlet props. How do you accept? So I guess these pages are just gonna accept things from the URL. So this class name is the funny one because I used to have, so I guess there is no class name, but there has to be, because like this outlet. Oh, file naming conventions. Why is this the front? Nobody cares about code splitting. Creating a router. And it re-explains the most stupid things, like oh, is it the links?
Well, I hope this song doesn't make you wanna up and leave now because my stacks are small. I got a few leads on potential fixes. If any of them stick, it's back to real good living where you can order anything you want, babe. Skip the chicken tenders, extra caviar, and only drink the liquor on the very top shelf. And every single meal you'll get to treat yourself. Or maybe you want a fancy car like a Lambo or a Fisker or a Jaguar. Well, I probably know a guy who could cut a deal, put in crocodile seats and diamond steering wheel. But I hope you know that's not happening now, my love. That good living's a few years out from now. But if it keep you from leaving me, I promise one day I'm gonna try and buy you that diamond ring. Just not now, no, not right now.
So I think this does nothing for me, because if I'm thinking about what's going on here, when the page loads, I need to get all the context. like context. I need to fetch data. I need to do whatever. And get the config. And then pass it through. So pages will only ever get their context from config. So this class name, I'll just remove this class name.
Hey, what's up, boss? I'm
Because
here
I
to fire
feel
top
like
of the
that just doesn't make any sense.
Oh, you're in the right
Even
place,
though I
man.
think it
Come on
does. Okay.
One time I cried inside.
And then I want to say,
Shoe sales floor because my break was over and I was nowhere closer to where I wanted to be.
whatever those other ones were. What were the other ones?
Until it's not when the pay's okay, but the customers suck and it's all on me that they feel safe.
Oh, I won't have them.
Bending over backwards as a courtesy. Oh
Hmm.
God, I need to leave this job. It's been a big old waste of time ever since I signed on from the start.
H full. Oh, is it because this guy? Yeah.
I'm so sick of this dead job.
So the root
And I'm so sick of this
needs to have
job.
H full.
I'm so sick of this dead job. And I'm so sick of this dead job. And I can't pay rent. How many avocado toast should Dale buy then? Because talk is cheap if you can eat. But yours truly'd rather die than selling NFT. So shut up, Dave, and screw bored apes. I still really hate this job, at least I'm not a freak. Oh God, I need to leave this job. But to quit right now and start over is a little scarier than I thought.
Okay.
And I'm so sick of this dead dog. But you know what's not gonna help it, folks? Is complaining about it. But I know that's what I just did in the last verse and the last chorus. But let yours truly tell you, this is the end of my pain and the beginning of yours truly's financial prosperity. So be sure to go to yours truly's.
Was that like a very dramatic?
Website and buy my financial success package for free. Measly payments of $112.99, my friends. You too can give a dead end to your dead end job and follow yours truly to the promised land of big old cash.
Okay. And this is not working.
There's a highway that leads to heaven where the hours of service will last forever. With Peter built on the pearly gates, no more drawing lines on the interstate. Well, hallelujah to the long haul. This is your home 20 forevermore. You got your whole life in your back pocket. The eternal convoys never stopping.
Oh.
Just a bunch of bubbas on the boulevard. All space and time on an open road where they'll never run out of diesel speed. So go and mash your motor as much as you please. It's the big rig up in the sky. We'll never stop rolling through the by and by. You'll have 18 wheels for eternity, and the dispatch
Okay.
radios that you're finally free. Roger and John just rolling along down the I-65 route to Nirvana. Here and there and everywhere. Turns out
Oh, I see.
time actually lasts
So here,
brother and brother. What's our PhD when our one main road runs
there we go.
perpetually through Valhalla
Cool. Okay.
and Milky Way and our cosmic
So now I have
can't leave.
the href. So I don't need this because I don't have the ability to have that. So that goes away. And then whatever the code is I have here. Okay, get rid of that. And then here. And is this typesafe? It is. Cool. So and then I can do this. And I guess I can do this API. Redirect equals. Okay. Right. Okay.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Is a superstar made or are they born?
Cannot destructure property of API
'Cause I can write a song
as
that
it is
no one's
undefined.
heard.
Okay.
Sprinkling a few jokes and it's damn near perfect. Without a doubt, I am the greatest. I know many people pretend to be, but I'm not afraid to say it if it means
Oh, is that
that
true
there'll
though?
be days I won't be able to leave
No.
my house 'cause I'm way too rich
Okay.
and famous. What
So
a
that signs
dream.
in, but it does not go. Oh, because I'm using URL again. For whatever reason.
Anything to get that
Oh, that's
way.
not.
If someone to give me a shot,
Oh, did this not? Redirect URI.
one day
Cool.
I'm
Okay, so
seeing
that's
my
working.
name
Okay, and then the only thing is I need another route.
followed by a
Protected.
note on the marquee side.
Okay, cool.
And it'll be big news
And then I just need to make sure
wherever
that
I
this
go.
only shows up if
Well, Hollows in town,
Signed
another
in.
sold out show. I tell you what, that'd be the greatest.
oh weird.
Everybody knows my name, and the backstage meal is catered. It's my dream,
Okay, cool.
beefy IP,
And I will do that tomorrow.
and the
This is like
country
mind-numbing.
superstar that I know I'm meant to be. Have a heart, give me a chance.
Mind numbing. So what is all this stuff? Oh, that's interesting.
Cause if anyone can be a superstar, it's me. I know I
State is interesting.
You're not alone. When you're in the bar, give it some
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, thank you for joining. Talk to you later.
It won't take long for some little lady and some big old mister to slide up beside